Subnautica is by far my favorite exploration horror game out there, and I love Subnautica Theories. So, today, I have my own theory for you guys. Is there any species of leviathans or some kind of big sea creature past the void if you go far enough out? Now, some of you already know you could go past the void in Subnautica, to the point where ghost leviathans don't actually spawn. But planet 4546b is so big, there has to be some kind of sea creature past the void. Now, everyone knows Subnautica Below Zero takes place on planet 4546b, and of course it has leviathans, but that's not what I mean. I mean leviathans out in the open water, where no game has ever taken place there. Like right here, for example. Anyways, let's hop right into it. If you go past the void in Subnautica far enough out, ghost leviathans don't actually spawn. So if you have the lung capacity and willpower, you could swim across the planet to reach the frozen part of the planet where Below Zero takes place. There, of course, you would reach other leviathans. Or can you? I'm sure there will be plenty of other leviathans that you'll come across along the way. So, if there are at least two locations that leviathans are, right here and here, where Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero takes place, there has to be other leviathans in other parts of 4546b. Leviathans are different depending on how cold the planet is where they are. For example, Below Zero has ice worms because it is cold and there is a lot of ice. While in Subnautica, there is a sea dragon leviathan in the lava zone because it is hot down there. So if there are leviathans in random parts of 4546b, they would all be different leviathans depending on the area of 4546b that they have taken over. From the loading screen of Subnautica, you get a clear view of planet 4546b and its moon. But, unfortunately, you can only see the water part of the planet. It would imply that 4546b does not spin on itself. First, this would imply there is no rotation of the gray moon around the planet, or a proof on the planet around the gray moon. Hence, unlike the Earth, the apparent motion of the sun would be entirely due to the orbital motion of the planet. So, what does that tell us? Well, first of all, if 4546b doesn't spin, it would mean only one side of the planet would have water, while the other side would be completely covered in ice due to that side of the planet not getting heat. So in other words, half of the planet would consist of ice leviathans, or some kind of leviathan that is used to cold water, while the other half of the planet would just be water leviathans. Adult ghost leviathans cease spawning and retreat due to the void biome ending, according to the game, and there is only an empty ocean, acting as the real end of the game's limit. This is due to the game developers not having to spend many more years designing leviathans in parts of the planet where no one would be able to go. So are there leviathans outside of the void in Subnautica and in random parts of the planet? Well, yes and no, depending how you look at it. In the real game, no. There are no leviathans in random parts of the planet, due to it taking many more years to design new leviathans in parts of the planet where no one can go. If you look at it in real life aspect, then yes, there would have to be leviathans in other parts of the planet, because it wouldn't make sense to have leviathans in one part of the planet and not the other, unless the water is poisonous. Now what would these leviathans look like? Well, no one knows. There could be an Ice King leviathan, or many more that Alterra doesn't know of, meaning we will never know if there are any more leviathans and what they will look like. Well, that's all for today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more Subnautica or Subnautica Below Zero theories, let me know in the comments down below. If you feel like supporting me, you could subscribe and hit that notification bell to be the first one notified whenever I upload. See ya in the next theory video.